thank you so much for stopping by today. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this cute little gift card holder. It's perfect for a graduation gift, but it's also good for a Christmas gift card holder or birthday, you name it. It opens up and there is a gift card holder inside, and then a little place for you to write your sentiment or to stamp a sentiment. And then it folds back up again and tucks inside the word celebrate. And it also stands up, so it's super cute. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So we will go ahead and get started. Okay, to start out with, you are going to need the gift card holder envelope die, the celebrate die, and the double stitch stars die. And then I used the paper from the Spring Has Sprung 6x6 designer paper pack. It's nice when all the colors coordinate for you. And then this is our cute little graduation Luka rubber stamp. Okay, so we're going to need a piece of white cardstock. It's 4.25 by 11 inches, and I have scored it at 5.5 and 2 3/4. And then we also need a 3.5 inch by 9 inch piece of white cardstock, scored at 5.5 inches and folded over. And for our pattern paper, we will need 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then a 4 by 2.5 inch, and one 3 3/4 by 5 inch. And then also for the gift card holder, about a 5.5 inch by 4 inch piece of pattern paper. So I'm going to start assembling it, and it's such, and here's the celebrate die. So I did this ombre effect on this and framed it with the gold cardstock, and I will show you later how that's done. But for now, let's get started assembling the gift card holder. So again, we've scored at 5.5 and 2 3/4, and folds up. And I'm just going to add my piece of pattern paper to the inside. I used a 110-pound cardstock for this card. You could go a little bit, not quite as heavy, but I wanted it to be nice and sturdy. So just adding that again to the inside, and then I will add the other piece of cardstock, pattern paper, to the base. A little bit more liquid adhesive. Center that. This comes together super fast once you have all your pieces cut, and like I said, it's super easy to put together. And then we're going to add a gift card holder on the inside. And to do so, I will assemble the gift card holder. And what's nice about the gift card holder is it comes with these pre-scored lines that make it super easy to just fold. So you fold it up, and both sides. And then these two little flaps go on each side. They're scored as well. Fold them over and add a little bit of liquid adhesive. And they just tuck onto the sides, which will help keep the gift card in place. Line that up. The gift card holder comes with other little accessories. There's a star and a heart and cute little stuff for you to hold the gift card holder together, but we're not going to need that because it's inside of a gift card or inside of a greeting card. So I'm just going to tuck the top flap in. For now, I'm going to glue this gift card holder to my card base. Try to center that. Press everything down. And then I will glue the bottom flap, and I'm only going to do the bottom part of each flap on the side, and then just press that down. So now the top flap will tuck into this, but we need to give this, you know, a little bit time to dry. So I'm going to just set that aside and give it a few minutes to dry. All right, so now this is the inside of the card, and this is where graduation Luka will end up. So to do that, again, I have a 3.5 inch by 9 inch piece of white cardstock scored at 4.5 and folded in half. And then I will add the 3.25 by 4.25 inch piece of pattern paper using liquid adhesive again. I don't have anybody graduating this year, but we are graduating later in the year here. I think it's about the 3rd week of June, so the timing is good for me. But again, you know, it's another one of those ideas that's you could put the gift card holder together and not add a image until later. And you'd be ready to go for Christmas or a birthday or whatever. So again, I'm just adding liquid adhesive and popping this on to the card. Trying to center. So when I start out, I'm kind of adding it to the bottom, but then it dawns on me, oh, I'm going to have that word sentiment down there. So I need to pull it up a little. So you want to add it towards the top. It'll take me a couple tries, but I'll get it. And that's the spot for the sentiment. Okay, so now I can add my gift card, and that just tucks right in there. The pattern paper from La La Land Crafts is sturdy also, so this makes a pretty heavyweight card. So I will add on some liquid adhesive to the back of Luka. I don't want to pop it up because we're already, like I said, pretty thick. So no more bulk is going to be necessary. So I'm popping them up towards the top portion of the card. And that's where I will add the Celebrate die cut. And I just need to add some foam adhesive to the bottom. So whatever amount of room that you have below that top piece is where is the width that you'll want to use for your foam adhesive. If you go any thicker than that, it will interfere with the opening of the card. So just burnishing that down real good. And then I'm going to line up the Celebrate word with the bottom of the card. So it's cute just like that, but I'm going to add some stars also. And I'm also going to give that some time to dry. So I used gold cardstock and the double stitch stars die, and I cut a couple different sizes just in case because I wasn't sure what I would use. And some more liquid adhesive, kind of tucking him behind, or the star behind Luka. And I want the next two to go behind further than I have allowed myself. So I'm going to use my palette knife to just kind of carefully pop that up so I can tuck the star under him. And more liquid adhesive. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I love the way this pattern paper worked out with the gold and the blue. And I just got a little smudge on there, so I'm trying to get that off. One more star. A little more palette knife action. And that pretty much is it. So again, you can write your sentiment there. You could stamp Luka again if you want, or just stamp a sentiment, write a sentiment, whatever you feel like. And then there's our gift card. And now I can tuck in the top part of the card. And I really like the way this turned out. So I hope you're going to make one. And so now I thought that I would show you how I made the celebrate word using the celebrate die cut. So again, I cut out one layer of the gold cardstock and one layer of white. And then I'm going to use Distress Oxide to color it, and it's kind of an ombre effect. So get started. I'm going to run these through my die cut machine, and I will be right back. So I've run it through, and what I like to do with these is add tape to the back. So I just plain old tape, and it helps to keep all the bits in place. You know, the centers of the E's and the B and all of that. And that way I don't have to worry about gluing anything down, those little tiny pieces. Just using my good old fingernail to burnish those in there. And then the whole thing will just pop out real nicely together. Being careful. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the Distressed Oxide. I'm using tumbled glass for this. You could use a darker color along with the tumbled glass. So from the bottom, you want it to be darker. So I could have gone back in with a darker color to give it more of an ombre effect, but you get the idea. Even leaving a little bit of white at the top to help with that effect. And the blending doesn't have to be too perfect because, you know, a lot of it is going to be covered up by the gold outline. Okay, cleaned up, and now I'm just going to glue the two pieces together. And I have my little fiddly bits over there. I will glue those down also. This is the tedious part where you're adding glue to everything. And not too exciting, but I wanted to show you guys just how I do it. And, you know, you might find it easier to put the word dies together. And just center that. Making sure everything's where it should be. And then I'm going to add the centers. I'm such a klutz with my fingers, and this set of tweezers makes it so much easier to add the centers. I had a little bit too much glue on that, so I just tapped it off on a piece of scrap paper. I know, this is the exciting part, huh? Add a little dot to each one of these centers. I'll get going a little bit faster. Two more, and we will be set. Okay, so that's how that turned out, and you can see kind of the ombre effect to it. I again did a little bit darker on this one. Everything tucks in together. Alrighty, thank you so much for stopping by.